Welcome, everybody, to the Cardboard Commander Zone of Control podcast. I want to say thank you to everybody who's stopped in to watch, and we are going to have a fantastic show this evening. I'm hoping everybody's doing well. I know that some of you are getting snow that aren't used to getting snow, and I appreciate the fact that maybe you may be staying in and watching some of this. So, again, thanks for everybody. After the last podcast, got a lot of positive feedback, so really do appreciate that. And again, please, always, if you got something that you want me to cover or you have something that I need to fix, or I enjoy the feedback, no problem whatsoever. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, my name's Jerry, and we'll get started here. Oh, this is the second episode, so we're making history here. All right, this week we're going to talk about a couple things. So first thing we're going to talk about is what Cardboard Commander did last week. I know you guys are on the edge of your seats about that one. And then we're going to talk about, we're not going to talk about the goals for 2025 because we did that last week. We're going to talk about to coin or not to coin. The question, is it worth your time? I've been struggling with the coin thing off and on. And so I want to hear what everybody has to say and what you guys' thoughts are about that subject. So without further, we're going to go ahead and get started. So last week, the first thing we did was did an unboxing video for Great War Commander. And that was, if you guys haven't played that game, if you like Cardboard Commander, Great War Commander is kind of like the World War I section of that. So it's just kind of, I'm kind of excited to play that. I really like me some, I like some combat commanders. So I'm hoping the Great War Commander is just as good. I see 6 of you are in here, so I really do appreciate that. Somebody put something in the comments. Make sure I can see it on StreamYard, because I know sometimes there's a glitch there with YouTube and stuff. So sometimes you got to pull up YouTube and talk to people that way, which I can do too. I just need to figure out which one's going to work best for everybody out there. So while we're doing that, let's see where it's looking like here. I hope we can do that. I wonder if you can do it at the same time. So let's double check here. So yeah, I see Christoph here. Yeah, there you go. So hey, Christoph, how are you, sir? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and like I said, then I did a live stream of Western Front Ace, so you guys can check that out as well. Hey, the cool thing was, if you guys checked out the Tack Up War Room last week, they did their end of the year show, and it was fantastic. And I always enjoy their show, but last week's show was really, really good. Had a lot of participation. And another cool thing was, winner, winner, chicken dinner. I actually won a copy of Wolfpack. And so I'm so excited about that. I should be getting my copy sometime in the near future, but I want to thank the guys at Ruff and Nate and Jester at Tack Up for hooking me up with the Wolfpack. And all I had to do there was play my 10 games, and they spun the wheel, and it happened to hit my name. So that was kind of cool. I played last weekend. I played Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit. So I'm a starter kit guy, not a full-blown ASL guy, in Kansas City with the Kansas City group. And it was fantastic. Had a great time and really enjoyed the weekend. Those guys are a really good group. They took me in pretty good, and it was a lot of fun playing. I was 1-1 for the weekend, so I was pretty happy with that outcome. So speaking of the War Game Challenge, I put 4 games on my YouTube channel and had people vote on it, on what they wanted to see me play. And so this week I will actually be playing Enemy Action Kharkov, and it'll probably take longer than a week. That game is pretty crunchy, and I have never played it before. It is set up on the glorious table right behind me, and it is all ready to go. It just, like I said, it's going to take a little bit of a learning curve. Next up was very surprising, was Thunder Casino. That came in close second. So, but next month I'll have another 4 games on there for people to vote for and to kind of choose some. So stay tuned for Enemy Action Kharkov. We will be doing a lot of that over the next few days. With that being said, I really want to say I really appreciate the people voting, because I know that that's a pain sometimes for people. So I really do appreciate them taking it out. So that's what's on my table right now. So last week we talked about plug and play games. Well, I downloaded my first one, Iwo Jima by Neva Wargames. And you may ask, well, Jerry, you said you weren't going to do all that work. I'm not going to do the work, folks. They actually have a Vassel module. So I'm going to download it and play it on Vassel and go from there. But the game looks pretty good. Looks like a lot of fun. And I'm kind of looking forward to getting that out there. The components on Vassel look really good. And so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm ready to check that out. So going on in Vassel right now. So I finished 2 starter kit games on Vassel last week, 1 win and 1 loss. I usually try to keep 1 or 2 starter kit games going. This week I've already started another one, so I have another game going. I'm also playing 2 games of World War II Commander Battle of the Bulge. If you haven't guessed it, I've been kind of a freak about that game lately. So I've been playing that. I've got a game of Imperial Tide going on as well. That's a great game from Compass. And then I've got a Paths of Glory game going on that's been going on for a couple months, and it takes a while to play on Vassal. And then I started playing Antietam, and I will be showing you guys more about that. It's the first time I've ever played that game from Worthington, so I'm looking forward to playing that. My dance card's pretty full, but if you guys want to play or somebody wants to play, shoot me a note, and I'll try to get you on the schedule, and we can play. I love playing on Vassal. We can do it over email, or we can do it live using Discord, whatever you guys would like to do. But right now, got a pretty full dance card. So I know you guys have heard about Roger McGowan, lost his home in the Palisades during the LA fires. And man, that sucks. And so they started a GoFundMe page. I saw it bounce up on pages today. So I went over and gave a little bit and thought I would shout it out here on the channel. So if you get a chance, look, I know times are tough, everybody, but if you do have something special or something extra, please head over to GoFundMe. You can see the link there, or I'm sure if you search for Roger, you'll be able to find him on GoFundMe. But just a tragedy. It's horrible. I feel so bad for him. And this is our way that we can support him. And he's been a huge icon in the profession and in the hobby. So I'd like to help him out if we could. So this week's objective. So we're going to sit back and kind of talk about this. Have you guys played a coin game? I haven't. Never played one. Never really wanted to play one. I think the thing that the biggest thing that keeps me from playing is it looks like they're not a lot of fun unless you have a lot of people playing them, right? And I don't know about you, but in Northwest Arkansas, I don't have 5 or 6 people that can get together and play these kind of, or who want to play these kind of games. So I've kind of been very leery about them. Some people say, hey, are they a war game? Are they not a war game? That I'm going to leave to you guys. Hey, Vlad. All right. Voted for Thunder Casino. I love that game. The only thing bad about that game is the counters. They look old school. And, hey, and let's, if you want to play ASL Squad starter kit, look me up. Christoph, what's he got to say here? Never played one. And when I see it, I think the same thing, Christoph. It's, I've been, they some of them look cool. I guess if I was going to play one, it would be Fire in the Lake, just because the Vietnam thing kind of intrigues me a little bit. I remember when my dad came home from Vietnam, he was in the Air Force. But again, I like playing Vietnam games. I don't have a problem playing Vietnam games. I just, the coin games just kind of don't do it for me. Labyrinth, I don't want to play that, and nothing that I really seem like I want to play. But the other ones, I've heard they're great to play, and I hear they're a lot of fun. I don't know. It just doesn't do it for me. I've watched games on the internet. I've tried to see how that goes, but it just, it's just not my thing, I don't think. Unfortunately, I would like to try it. Now, Fire in the Lake, I've seen it played. it's pretty crunchy. So somebody would have to kind of walk you through it and kind of go from there. The one that does intrigue me is Red Dust Rebellion. I kind of like science fiction-y stuff, and yeah, you know what? That the Fire in the Lake box is amazing. It's probably one of the best covers of a war game. It just, I don't know, the science fiction part of it's kind of intriguing. I wouldn't mind playing that. I wish they would make something smaller and maybe a little easier to get into the system, and then maybe it would allow people to become more comfortable while they're doing it. But again, at this time, it just seems like it's, I don't know. It doesn't thrill me enough to want to jump into it. Let's say that. Now, you guys are going to laugh at this. So Jester and I play a game on Thursday nights once a month. And this month's Thursday night showdown, they say it's not a coin game, but it's pretty close to a coin game. If you look at the player's aid, if you look at let's see, Vlad, you said not a fan of card-driven games. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I personally like card-driven games. I don't have a problem with that. It's just, like I said, I think some of them just haven't hit my fancy or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, that's why Wargaming is so cool, right? There's so many different things you can play and so many different styles you can play. The cool thing that I really like, so back to the Thursday night fight. So we're going to play a Jest of Robin Hood. They say it's not a coin game, but I was watching some reviews on the Player's Aid and a couple other places, and they call it coin game-esque. So probably as close to a coin game as I'm ever going to see. It's a 2-player game. I've watched a couple playthroughs. It looks really fun. I actually ordered it off GMT. It's on pre-order for $50, so I actually did order it. I don't like to play games on Vassel if I don't have the game. I know some people don't. It doesn't bother you, and if you do that, I don't care either. But for me personally, I like to have the games that I'm playing on Vassel. But next Thursday, January 30th, Jester and I are going to play a Jest of Robin Hood. He's going down this time, I promise. He's going down. But kind of looking forward to that, and I'm sure that hopefully you guys get to come in and check it out and see what's going on there. So this week's featured YouTube channel is The Harsh Rules. And if you guys have not seen any of his videos, this dude is the bomb when it comes to making videos that teach people how to play. Yeah, I agree, Christoph. There's something weird about, I mean, I'm glad that he's offer it. And I'm glad that it's out there. And yeah, I like being thing with the rules as well, right? I like to be able to download the rules and be able to read the book. I mean, read the rule book. But playing online. So I know. So why don't you play on Vassal, Christoph? Do you have a lot of people to play with? I would prefer to play face to face, but I just don't have the people to play with. It just and Vassal. The thing, I play my games on Vassal, play by mail, so it's on my timeline. And so, just to give you a little more information than you probably ever want to know, my wife's a school teacher, and I work at home during the day. So if I play something during the day, I can get away with that. But when she's here, I try not to do this sort of thing while she's up or doing things. So when she goes to bed, then I'll jump out and I'll play some turns and can kind of keep up that way. That's just a me thing. But Vassal, I couldn't imagine not playing without Vassal, especially for ASL. It's such an easy game to play over Vassal. And it's just for me to get more games in. So I understand why some people don't like to play it. And it's some modules, since it's kind of where when people make modules, like the Combat Commander module is amazing. I'm playing Antietam now, and it's not so amazing. It just depends on who's done it, how much time there is, how many people are actually playing the game, and how they come up on it and everything. let's see, what's say? Yeah, me too, Vlad. I probably play. Yeah, I'd say probably more than 99% of the games I play are through Vassel. So it's just the only way I get to play and everything. So looks like my internet is kind of fluctuating. So that's kind of a bummer. I hope I'm not losing you guys. So back to Harsh Rules. So Harsh Rules, this guy does a great job at teaching people how to do videos. And I pulled up Empire of the Sun for a reason. I would have never played this game if it hadn't been for him going over the rules. Just really, really good stuff. I'm going to see if I'm still live out there, if you guys are still seeing me. Looks like I may have lost some internet, so we'll check there. And not Ma, but me. Just wanted to see if I'm still live there. But Harsh does a great job. He's Holland 44, Advanced Squad Leader. He's got so many great videos. So if you haven't checked him out, go check out Harsh Rules. He's got a great channel, and it's almost like wargaming for dummies. He does it so it's very easy to follow along and to keep track of. I want to go back and talk about the feedback I'm getting. Man, I'm getting some terrific feedback. You guys have just yeah, Christoph, he does some good. Like I said, I would have never played Empire of the Sun if it had not been for Harsh Rules. He also does, like Holland 44. He Paths of Glory. He's got a great one for Paths of Glory. Just some really cool stuff. He does a lot of Axis and Ally stuff. He just across the gambit, really cool stuff. Thanks, Vlad, for letting me know that. I hope I'm not going down. This is the first time I'm using StreamYard. I usually use just YouTube itself, but it's been really sketchy lately, and this allows me to use a lot more tools and stuff that I have, like these cool little things I get to put on the ticker and that sort of thing. Let's see. Yeah, Wargames for Dummies. He does a great job with that. And the thing is, I mean, I watch his stuff a lot. I go back and watch it, even if I'm just getting ready to play a game again. I'll go back and watch it and see how it is. But so back to the feedback. I want to really thank everybody for the feedback. Look, when I do gameplays, I'm going to make mistakes, and I'm not even pretending. I always preface the video by like, look, I'm going to choke here on some of this. I'm going to make a mistake, point it out to me, and I'll try to fix it. So I really do appreciate everybody who tries to help me out with that. It's tough, sometimes it's tough to do. And it's one of those things that I'm not going to get better. I'm not going to even pretend that I'm great at this stuff. But it's just one of those things that I don't get any better unless you guys tell me. So really do appreciate that part of it. And but again, keep commenting. If you guys haven't, I have been asked a couple times about my my webpage. So cardboardcommander.com. If you go here, the biggest thing that I do a blog. So there's always something on here that I'm doing. So always got something on here to check out. So go check out cardboardcommander.com if you get a chance. It's just one of those, I really like the feedback on and I know a lot of people don't like to go to regular, they don't like to read the blogs anymore, but I really do like doing the blogs, and it's an easy way for me to get stuff up there, and I can do this stuff without having to go live. It's a work in progress too. I'm learning how to do it, but I'm getting some pretty good feedback on the blog itself. But you can always check out here. I usually have what games I'm playing, what I'm learning to play. I'll usually have an announcement on the podcast. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. I don't do much here, but it's there's a good picture of my wife and I on a motorcycle. I like to really ride motorcycles. That was a couple years ago in Utah. And then you can also join our community. We have a Discord server and everything now. So really kind of working on that a little bit. We also have Facebook page. So again, it's a place that you can kind of go and just hang out with us on Facebook. We've got Christoph. It is a Kawasaki versus 1000. So good eye. Are you a rider? But we also have a presence on Facebook. So make sure you go and join it if you want, if you get a chance. We've always got something going on there. I got a whopping 11 members on Facebook. So it's growing, but it's getting there. And then also I have we also have a Twitter account, which is, I had to change the name on it. So it is CB Commander US on Twitter. So I guess it's X now, but we're on here as well. So you can find us in multiple places, and wherever you find us, really do appreciate you coming and checking us out. I try to keep these podcasts right at around 30 minutes or so. Absolutely, Christoph. I hate to say it, but I have about 3 motorcycles in the garage. So I have a Kawasaki in the garage, a Honda, and a KTM. So yeah, it's all that matters that counts to me. So we'll have to talk about that sometime offline. I'm always likes to hook up with other riders. But folks, if you get a chance, like I said, go check out our Instagram, the website, X, all those favorite places. I don't know what. So when I was in Kansas City, I'm just going to kind of do a little side thing here. When I was in Kansas City, I found this place called, what was it? I think it was Game Cafe in Kansas City. And what was it called? Now I'm not going to be able to find it. It's Game Cafe. Maybe it'll come up under that. Board Game Cafe. Yeah, here it is. Cardboard Corner Cafe. And man, this place, I don't know. Do you guys have one of these in your town? It's a game store, but it's connected to a cafe. And it was so much fun. I went in there actually to watch Tack Up a couple last weekend, and the place was packed. There was not a seat to be had in the house. They served beer, had pretty good food. Just really, really cool place. It's right next to Tabletop Game and Hobby, which is a huge game store there. I actually walked in there, and one of the cool things about that place was they actually had Wargames, and I actually picked up a game. I'm not going to tell you what that is because I'm going to do an unboxing. You guys will never guess what the game is because it's completely out of what I usually play. No, it's not a coin game, but it is. It's a science fiction game, but I'm not going to ruin it. But the game store was really nice. They had a lot of stuff in there. The cafe was really cool. So if you're ever in Kansas City, you should go check that out. But I was wondering if you guys have a place like that in your hometown. I travel a lot. It'd be great to put them down in the comment section so I can check them out. That would be fantastic. So, all right, everybody, I've babbled on enough. Hope you guys have enjoyed this week's show. We'll be back next week. Again, let me know better. Would you rather have it later? Would you rather have it on a weekend? Weekends are going to be tough for me in the summertime because I do ride motorcycles a lot in the summertime. I actually own a motorcycle tour and off-road Jeep company. So we are gone a lot in the summer. So it's I'd rather do it during the week. But if you guys have any preference, let me know. But until then, guys, be safe, be kind, and happy wargaming. Talk to you soon, everybody.